gentlemen, introducing your host from the birthplace of extreme, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at, well, an average weight for a person of his size, Sean Bell Wilbur.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Buried the Booking Podcast, Wrestling Podcast. My name is Dell. That is Devin. We are doing this thing one more time. How are we?
Doing good. Hanging in there.
Yeah. Hey, hanging in there. Not a bad day despite the weather. If you're, living the part of the world that we live in as we record on our classic Sunday. Happy Easter to everybody that's your thing. You celebrate Easter. Hope you are enjoying it as well as you can be enjoying it. And, if you're listening to it on Easter Sunday, listening to us in the Buried Booking Podcast, thank you. So, we're happy to be the greatest Easter gift of all.
You should be eating ham. Isn't that what they eat on Easter? Ham?
Sure.
Dude,
I guess you can do whatever, I don't know. I don't know what the actual, because everybody now just eats whatever, whenever. I can't remember what the classic thing. We all know the classic Thanksgiving thing's turkey, but there's a lot of people that don't eat turkey on Thanksgiving. They eat other things.
It's been well over 25 years since I've celebrated Easter.
I know there's a such thing as holiday ham, so they usually have that around,
Yeah, I don't know.
Y'all
Y'all got it. Ain't about that life.
Yeah. I mean, if you eat ham, like, I enjoy ham, but I know
I think most people who celebrate Easter are ham eaters.
Okay.
They gotta be. Cause I don't recall. Let me not get in nobody's religion. Let me just mind my business.
Well, again, thank you for joining us.
Y'all better be watching.
on the Buried the Booking Podcast. We're inching ever so closely to WrestleMania. We are just a few short clicks away for WrestleMania, and this week we are going to get into WWE's offering. We got a couple things to talk about on the road to WrestleMania for WWE, and there's actually a few things to talk about when we get to AEW in a nutshell this week. So there's, whether or not we're excited about that.
I watched both. I do the nutshell. I don't recall nothing being exciting.
Oh, well, we will cross that bridge when we get there. Well, we'll just say something happened that will be discussed in the nutshell.
I must have missed that. I'm like, dude, we watched the same show?
We did, but this unlike last time where I dreamt Hologram's return to AEW.
Yo, I swear to God, I went back to
you did?
And I'm like, yo, I don't know where you got that from.
It was so detailed. I had such a vivid dream of.
I was so confused. I'm like, yo,
the promo was actually kind of cool. I wish I could show it to you.
I swear to God, I still couldn't find what you was looking for.
It was awesome. Yet let me do the Hologram's return to AEW, and I swear it'll be great.
Blew my mind.
But let's jump in. Let's take it from the top. Let's start the week how we started the week with Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw emanated from Madison Square Garden. It was the whole thing everybody was touting about. But let's kick it off the way Monday Night Raw kicked off. And this was with Cody Rhodes, everybody's favorite WWE superstar, Cody Rhodes, coming out getting ready to address Randy Orton and the matchup at WrestleMania with Randy Orton when he's interrupted by who? Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie and Cody exchanged some back and forths about Randy, about how dangerous Randy is, about how Cody needs to, be something else. Thoughts about this segment here with Stephanie and Cody about Randy?
It did nothing to push the story forward. Absolutely nothing.
No.
Nothing for me.
Yeah. I mean,
it wasn't needed. First off, I don't ever want to see Stephanie McMahon. Let's put that out there.
At all. Just at all.
The podcast you got, cool. I don't mind listening to some episodes. Fine. Because I ain't got to look at you. On stage in the ring, cut it out. This would have had more weight coming from Triple H than you.
Yeah. Okay.
I would have been more like, oh, damn, Triple H came out there talking like, yo, Randy a problem. And you shouldn't be there. Coming from Stephanie.
No, that part of it, I do agree. I do agree that it would have been a little bit more weighty if it was Triple H coming out there because, Stephanie was in the ring. I mean, Triple H was in the ring when Randy did the stuff to Stephanie. So that
Correct.
Also, that would have worked also and maybe a little bit better. But yeah, this whole, I guess, trying to hype Cody up because Cody may be in over his head because, Randy is different Randy. He's the so very dangerous Randy Orton. Sure.
I'm not feeling it.
Sure.
Am I going to enjoy the match? Of course. Because I think it's going to be a great match.
Yeah, the match will be fine.
But, come on. The build-up is weak. Y'all feel like AEW build-ups.
Which is the ongoing theme here with most of these matches. Now, I won't say every match, but most of these matches leading up to WrestleMania, the builds kind of, whatevs. Next up, we had the Street Fight Tag Team Championship matchup. This was the Usos defending against Austin Theory and Logan Paul. Thoughts on this matchup? We had some celebrity shenanigans. This could be an ongoing theme of.
Is he a celebrity?
So they say.
Because I don't really know who he is.
That's what. So they say.
And I don't have a problem with it. Let me stop complaining. Like I care about this little EOS. What is his name? Something.
I Show Speed.
He's not my demographic. I know this. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, this guy is, horrible, because I don't know him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be cool.
Yeah, I mean, he fits in with what is going on in the current landscape of WWE. Like he was in the Rumble. He's been involved with, WWE. It's not like he hasn't, but
so that's why I'm not going to be like, oh, this is completely trash, because I don't know the little boy. I call him a little boy. He grown ass man. I don't know the little boy. I don't know what he does. I know he's been on the show several times, which is cool. That you want to be a wrestler. You're trying to play wrestler. And I don't see him that often. So that's why he doesn't bother me.
That's fair. Because
I don't see him that often.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on involved with him, LA Knight. All this stuff has been, the matchup, albeit a street fight, was also convoluted by those other participants.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, there was brass knucks introduced into the match. Those brass knucks later came back to bite the Usos in the backside and costing the Usos the tag team titles as Division, Austin Theory, and Logan Paul defeat the Usos to become World Tag Team Champions.
Who cares?
And a big whoop because you didn't care. You kind of wanted the Usos to not be tag team champions anyway.
They're not doing what they need to do. I think I said it on the Turnbuckle Spill Liquor podcast.
Shout out to those guys.
This Uso tag team doesn't feel like a tag team. It feels like two brothers struggling to get on board for what they need to do. They're on two different paths.
Yeah, true.
So no, you don't deserve the tag team because y'all not a tag team. Y'all just so happen to wrestle well together.
Yeah, I understand that completely.
It's either they're going to be a tag team, fight for it, work for it, embrace it, or fall to the background. It's not working for me. You don't need to be involved with what's going on with Roman. You don't need to be involved with anything other than, hey, we need to get the Usos back on top. You change the music up. Great. You're trying to get away from being a song.
Right.
But that's not enough. Not if y'all not going to be an actual team with each other. You're not on the same page.
No, this is true. They are on two completely different wavelengths right now. And, it's been playing out week after week. You got Jay a little more in tune to what's going on with Roman and the Punk situation. Jimmy was more focused on not that stuff and wanting to focus on being the greatest tag team champions that they could possibly be. That obviously didn't pan out. So,
and that's crazy when I'm siding with the other
Jimmy
Uso.
Yeah, with Jimmy Uso on this. Yeah.
Like, I'm for Jimmy. Like, well, I did miss Jimmy when he was gone. We needed him.
We did.
Now he's back, and he trying to do things, and you got your knucklehead brother messing it up for you. Completely messing it up for you.
Screaming and hollering, doing all this other stuff, getting involved in a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah.
It's all about smacking somebody in the mouth.
Yep. But yeah, so they are now without the tag team championships. So we'll see what happens with the tag titles moving into Mania, as we got a couple of short weeks. We got brand new tag team champions. So
yeah,
we'll see what goes on from there. Speaking of WrestleMania, speaking of championships, we had this Liv Morgan promo afterwards. Liv and Stephanie Vaquer. Thoughts on the Liv Morgan promo?
It was all right. If she just wasn't so Jersey, she'd be okay. But you can just smell the saltwater taffies.
So Liv comes out. Liv says some very disparaging things about Stephanie, and her mom and other stuff like that. And
come on, I think now that sucked because don't try to pull y'all. When one thing works for other wrestlers, y'all try to carry it on in other places.
They do. That does happen. I agree.
That's horrible. You couldn't. Yeah, we had Paul. I mean, we had CM Punk and Roman do the family thing about the dad stuff. We don't need you Liv now to try to ride that coat wave.
Yeah,
there's
no,
other things
sense.
You could have came at.
Yeah, no, that's true. But Stephanie obviously took offense. Stephanie came out, dressed to fight. Yes. And
I'm not going to talk about the young lady's apparel. She need to realize we're not in Saudi Arabia anymore.
Yeah.
Cut that out.
This brought upon the return of Roxanne Perez.
She was gone?
Well, I mean,
she wasn't injured, was she?
I don't know. No, I don't believe so.
I thought Roxanne Perez was done with Liv Morgan.
No, well, I mean, she was only out. Well, Roxanne was out on injury, yes, but she was only out for that short period of time, and now she's back. She's still very much a part of the Judgment Day. So
She shouldn't be anymore.
Roxanne,
Roxanne or no, I don't feel as though she should be part of Judgment Day. If Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez aren't tag team champions going after tag team titles, I think Roxanne needs to be on her own.
Okay.
I do. I really think she needs to be on her own.
All right. So, okay. So you think well, we don't know what's happening at Mania yet, but maybe there's something, let's just say Stephanie wins, and maybe it's because of, Roxanne or something.
Yeah.
But
I just feel as though Roxanne Perez is not saying nothing wrong with Liv, because Liv could wrestle too. She do what she do. But I feel as though Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez, if they're not doing a tag team thing, Roxanne needs her own space.
Okay. You feel like you don't like Roxanne in Liv's shadow, so to speak.
No.
Yeah, no,
she's so much
that's
better
understandable. Than that. I agree.
So much better
I
than
100%. Yeah, I definitely 100% agree with that. The two beat up, incapacitated Stephanie laid her out, and Liv is, standing tall right now. Until this week, we'll see what happens. But, right now, Liv has gotten the one up on Stephanie heading into WrestleMania. Like I said, we got some.
Now, here's the thing. Here's the problem I'm going to have. I think Stephanie's going to lose.
You think we got Liv?
Yeah.
Liv winning the title?
I think she's coming back. And that sucks, because I like Stephanie so much better.
I do as well.
But I get it, though. You give Liv back a title. I think Liv should get the title back because she didn't lose it. Like, I don't think her having to give. I just don't think she lost the title the way she should have lost it.
Okay, fair enough.
And yeah, give it back to her. Let her have a little quick run. Let her friends turn on her. Like, what's the Spanish young lady's name? Rodriguez.
Oh, Raquel Rodriguez, who we'll talk about later on, who, for all intents and purposes is not involved in a lot of things. She'll probably be out there with Liv at WrestleMania, but
yeah, we'll see what's going on.
Yeah. Keeping on theme with the women, we had the Women's Tag Team Championship match. We had Lyra Valkyria and Bayley versus Lash Legend and Nia Jax.
This should have been a one-sided fight.
I mean, you gonna do Bayley and Lyra like that?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Of course I am. Against Nia Jax and Lash Legend? Yes.
I mean, it's Bayley, though.
And she ain't been doing nothing crazy.
This match, so
Should've
this
had
was a disqualification.
Out. They both should have been beaten down to nothing. Should have been a one-sided ass whooping.
Well, this match, disqualification, again, there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of different moving parts. You got Alexa, you got Charlotte, you got the Bellas, the Bella twins, I should say. This is all because, we have that multi-team tag team championship match at WrestleMania. So
yeah,
I wasn't expecting the titles to change hands here, nor do I want the titles to change hands at WrestleMania either. But
Can I tell you something messed up? How they did them wrong? Why are you going to start the show off with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss backstage with no makeup? Did you see that though, right? Beginning of the show?
Missed this.
First off, I've never seen Alexa Bliss without makeup.
No?
Ever. I've only seen it in her outfit.
Done
so
up.
I'm sitting there like, oh, Charlotte Flair talking to a fan. No, that was Alexa Bliss. And I'm like, yo, the cameraman did them dirty. They had no reason.
Cameraman had no right.
No right whatsoever to put those women on camera looking like that. No right. That was highly disrespectful.
And look,
That
man,
was
you know,
messed up.
we live in a world where, you know, you got WWE and real, and everybody wants to be behind the curtain, and everybody wants to, you know, I mean, it's real. This is what you get. No.
These ladies need to be polished a little bit before it's the lighting. The lighting. You can't look. I got the Trump hands going. It's the lighting. Cut that out.
So next up we had Brock and Paul Heyman. You had the promo. Brock didn't want to wait. Brock wanted over Femi. Over Femi came out. There was a lot of security guys, a lot of people in the way. Over Femi removed a lot of those people. All right, so shout out to the guy who got thrown. Like,
yeah,
he just hurled the dude. Like, he just threw, I'm like, oh, you just threw him on the entranceway. Like, it wasn't even like it's just.
Yeah. Here's the thing. This is the only match I'm excited about.
This is it. This is it.
This is WrestleMania for me. Over Femi, Brock Lesnar.
That's it. That's all you need.
That's it. I have not seen anything that's worth me taking a day off.
Understood.
That's it. So
understood. Yeah, you got Oba, you got Brock Lesnar.
My mic was in the wrong spot. I'm sorry.
The fight
I just
that we
got
didn't
more
know.
clarity in my headphones because my mic went down.
Oh, you're like,
I can hear now.
It sounds
Jesus
so much better.
Christ.
But yeah, so you know they did the tease. You're gonna get Brock and Oba fighting. That wasn't gonna happen because we got good old Triple H coming in and was like, "Yo, we need to protect this investment. This is a WrestleMania match. We don't need nobody doing nothing until then. So let's go ahead and break this up."
Shut up,
which
Triple
is fine.
H.
I mean,
you came out in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Stephanie should have came out and said something there. We needed you before, not now.
You needed him in the Cody pep talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, you know, there's obviously the crowd's not going to like this. We get it. I mean, who wouldn't? Like, you want to see Oba and Brock get into it right now, but I get it. You know,
Yeah.
Trying to save the WrestleMania match. You want to save the Clash until WrestleMania, but you know, there's that. Then afterwards, we had guess what? We had another match on Raw because you know we had another title match. There was a Intercontinental Championship match. This was Penta versus Kofi Kingston. The match was okay.
Yeah, it was fine. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Kofi Kingston needs to do something else with his life.
Yeah, I mean, you know, while Woods is out, it's Kofi, Grayson Waller
struggling.
Yeah, essentially, yes. A little bit of a struggle. Penta did beat Kofi to retain the title. Surprise, surprise. Who did
Mm-hmm.
not see that? Who did not see that coming? Paul Heyman back again. This time, coming out with the whole Seth Rollins situation. Heyman comes out. Adam Pearce comes out, interrupts Paul Heyman. Adam Pearce essentially says Seth Rollins is cleared to return. Seth comes out. Seth goes to attack Paul Heyman. Paul been going through it lately.
Yeah, Paul must have got a raise somewhere.
Yeah, Paul been getting hands laid on him lately.
Yeah.
So
he must have got some type of raise because he's just been taking them.
He has. So Seth Rollins looking to end Paul Heyman, but gets intercepted by Gunther.
Who asked for this?
No one. Gunther drags Seth out. Gunther put the sleeper on, laid Seth out, then motioned that he wanted Seth Rollins at WrestleMania because we need Seth Rollins on WrestleMania. We need Gunther on WrestleMania. Neither one of them got anything going on right now for WrestleMania. So, ta-da, they fighting at WrestleMania. And we got a couple weeks to make this make sense.
Gunther doesn't win.
So you want Seth to win this match? Okay.
No.
So Seth should
We don't
win
need
this.
Gunther to win this. At all. We need to build...
Yeah.
What we need to do is we need to build Seth back up.
I agree.
And a win against Gunther will do that.
I agree. Gunther beating Seth doesn't help matters with Seth versus division right now, or Seth being built back up. I agree that you are right about that. So I mean, I guess we'll see what they do in terms of trying to make this more personal or trying to sell us on the WrestleMania match. Because right now it was just like, oh crap, we need these two on WrestleMania. We got really nothing for either one of them right now, so let's just put them together and make a WrestleMania match, which is essentially what it looks like, and it looks like that's what we got. I'm curious to see what we do to further this along before Mania. So
nothing. They're not going to do nothing.
You don't think it's going to be? If they do, it's not going to be some. I don't think it's going to be anything good, but they're going to try to do something. Like Seth will probably come out like, oh, you attacked me. I don't know.
Don't address it.
Just nothing.
Don't address it. That's what
Nobody
you do.
say anything.
Nobody
mention it.
Have a reporter backstage talking to Gunther. Gunther like, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no clue. I didn't attack anybody. I wasn't even there.
Yeah. Huh?
And then just have him choke somebody else out.
Yeah, just move on, just choking somebody else out.
No, like literally just have him like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then have like anybody walk past him and he just turn around and just choke him out. And just up until WrestleMania. Or just have him attack Seth all the time. Every time Seth is around.
Gunther, attack.
Have a video of Seth on a plane, flying somewhere, and Gunther come up from behind him, choke him out in the seat. Why not?
Why not?
See,
you know what?
WWE got away from the roots. They got away from what made them special.
Random
and
choke
having
outs.
Stone Cold Steve Austin beat Vince McMahon up in a hospital room. That's the type of stuff we miss.
That's what we need. So we need a choke. We need a random choke out on an airline to steer the ship back in the right direction.
Yeah, the show has lost its way.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, there's too much seriousness.
I'm not mad at that. Next we had Io Sky versus Raquel Rodriguez. We had, the you got Asuka, you got Kyrie, you got all this inner tangledness going on with this. And what are your thoughts on this and the whole situation involving Asuka, Kyrie, Io, all of it?
It's first off, the relationship between Asuka and Kyrie makes me feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
That abusive type, but that makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I'm not cool with that. It's real
Kyrie's
cringy.
struggling. Kyrie's struggling in this relationship, hands down.
So you can't break up the Kabuki Warriors.
It's happening.
It is. But what are you going to do with Kyrie once the Kabuki Warriors is broken up? Is she going to go back to Io? So she's going to go from one abusive relationship to another, a codependent relationship? What are we going to do?
Yeah, it's tough.
Asuka, I can see doing things on her own.
Yes.
Kyrie, no. She's going to end up like Dakota Kai on a podcast with Zelina Vega. I'll just call it like I see it.
Oh, fair enough.
No?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where we go from here.
There's nowhere to go. Nowhere.
All along, Raquel Rodriguez is just having a very impressive run of life right now. She's she's looking great in the ring. She's doing great work. You know, she got the win here, and she's just kind of hanging out, but she's doing awesome
for right now.
I kind of want Raquel to be doing more stuff right now.
But to what degree?
I feel like I wouldn't be upset if in the near future we get a title reign from Raquel. I feel like she's going through the motions. She's doing things. She's looking great in the matches
she's trash on a microphone.
She ain't got to do a whole lot of that.
Then she needs to be putting bodies through the mat every week. You either gonna talk or you gonna fight.
I mean, she got to win over Io. Maybe this starts. Maybe she can just start Tahana bombing everybody.
I don't know. I think she's gonna start talking, and people gonna realize you suck.
I can fix that.
Who? How? They gave all that money to Jade, and they can't fix her. You either got Mike's skills or you don't.
Good job.
And I don't think Raquel got them. Now, here's the thing about Raquel. If she has to cut a promo with somebody, don't say nothing. Just punch them in the mouth. As soon as they start talking, that could be her thing. I'm not here to talk. I'm gonna just beat you down. As soon as they say something, pop, end it.
Just become that old school dominant champion that just beats people up and wins matches.
That's it for right now. Ride it out for a little bit. Get some more heat under you. Get fans really liking you. Because right now, your fan base, Raquel's fan base isn't that big.
No, it's not.
It's
it's Judgment Day by proxy stuff, but
yeah. So let's get her beating people down.
Mm-hmm.
She's gone in the ring with Rhea. She's been with Io. Like, she's been against people, so we know she could hold her own.
True.
Now just start having her do something. Give her 6 months. That's all she needs. 6 months.
Hopefully there's something on the other side of WrestleMania for her.
They're gonna forget about her.
That's the fear. That's the fear. So we had our main event segment, which was kind of sort of like the main event segment that we had last week, just with the roles reversed. This was CM Punk and Roman Reigns.
I was bored.
I mean, yeah, this one was CM Punk getting the best of Roman this time, as you know, we seen what happened the week prior. But yeah, this was just pretty much the same kind of thing. This was just with CM Punk standing tall this week.
Yeah, they're trying to make this. They're trying to make this into something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a struggle for me.
They're trying to get it to where you feel like it is so personal. There's so much, gut wrenching hatred between these two. And it's just like,
nah, I don't feel it.
Yeah, I don't feel it either.
Because to be honest with you, Roman Reigns and CM Punk, they don't feel like they should even know each other. Completely different size of the arena and stadium. Like, I don't feel as though they should ever even have to cross paths. And that's what it feels like. It feels like they're trying to build this connection between two guys just so you can put them on the marquee at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Because they're both men are like, yo, I don't care what nobody say or think about me. I'm doing me.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And now y'all care what each other think about. Like, nah, I don't feel the connection.
It's not doing it for you.
No.
It's not driving the excitement home for me either. So there's that. We'll see what happens this week.
We'll
see what happens this week. But that was Monday Night Raw. Jumping over to SmackDown, which had a lot less stuff, but also had a few things.
A little bit.
It was a 3-hour episode of SmackDown.
Yeah, come on, cut this out.
As it always is. Yeah, we do not need that third hour. We don't. Struggling here with this third hour of SmackDown. But let's take SmackDown from the top. SmackDown started with Randy Orton. Looks like Raw started with Cody. Randy talking about what he's doing this for. Ain't worried about St. Louis, but he's worried, this is for the family, it's for the team, for this and that. Cody mad, Cody fired up, Cody, wanting to show that he hears voices too, and Cody's, he's can go to that dangerous place and do all this and that. Comes out, confronts Randy, gets physical with Randy, but we got the mystery reveal that we've been waiting on the whole time. Like, who was Randy on the phone with? Who was Randy talking to about stuff? Like, who is this? Who's this person? And it was revealed to be Pat McAfee.
Let me tell you something. You know what's would have made this better? If he was talking to Goldust.
It would have.
And that's the thing. It would have fed more into the whole delusions of Randy Orton and stuff like that. Like, it would have made him seem just a little bit more crazy and dangerous than what he already is.
I mean, yeah, and I don't even know if you could do. I was about to say you got, of course, Dustin's in AEW, but I'm like, you could have somebody dress up as Goldust or something. I don't know.
Anybody. And you just, and that's the level of psychosis I was looking for. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, please be talking to somebody who's not there.
Yeah.
Please be talking to somebody not there. And technically, you were talking to a nobody. You brought up Pat McAfee.
Yeah. So Pat McAfee is back. Pat McAfee is a heel, and Pat McAfee is aligned with Randy Orton because
he wrestled one match.
He needed to be back on TV.
He wrestled one match and think he's somebody.
But
Pat McAfee need to sit his old ass down and stay in commentary. I miss him in commentary because I don't like Wade Barrett.
Yeah. This was a little. This didn't
Weird.
feel good. Yeah, this didn't feel good. And nothing says I'm a heel now than sunglasses inside.
And ripped jeans.
And ripped jeans. And
ew, what grown man does that?
And punt kicking low, because sure.
Outfit was trash.
Sure. Continuing on, SmackDown, we had a match that you were probably looking forward to seeing. This was Meechin versus Rhea Ripley.
That was so stupid.
Meechin looking to soften up Rhea Ripley before her big match with Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. Meechin looking to do the job.
Meechin, bless your soul.
Tell you, it's going to soften up Rhea. Soften mommy up for Jade.
This was dumb.
I mean, Meechin didn't.
Stupid.
Meechin didn't have a bad time in the match.
But Meechin's not a bad wrestler.
No, not at all. No, not at all. This was fine.
Treat her horrible.
Yeah, this was fine. It's just everything involved with this is the whole Jade Rhea thing. It's what I'm not.
I would have been more convinced if Meechin was the champion and Jade was the flunky. It would have made more sense to me. I'd have been like, you know what? There you go.
Well, guess what? We got some B-Fab. Got some B-Fab action.
I talk a lot of trash about B-Fab. B-Fab's getting a lot better.
B-Fab doing work out here.
B-Fab is...
B-Fab
doing work out here. I wish he didn't have that stupid-ass name.
B-Fab.
But...
out here getting it. But
I wish the name was I wish the name was gone. The B-Fab, I don't like the name. But I am really... I'm getting on board with B-Fab.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it at that.
We've lived long enough, ladies and gentlemen, where we're in a world where Devin's okay with B-Fab.
Yeah.
So we just going to do, we're just going to take that as it comes. Just going to take that as it comes. But just brought out Io Sky. So Io's cool with Rhea, obviously, and coming to help even some odds the best that she could. So there's that. Io is kind of just doing stuff. She lost to Raquel Rodriguez on Monday, came out Rhea on Friday. Yeah, you can just do stuff. That's all.
She trying.
Yeah, it's fine. We're not mad at this. So we had Uncle Howdy versus Tama Tonga up next. Your thoughts on this match?
It's fine. They're starting to go somewhere with this.
Yeah, it's taken a while. It's taken some.
So now I want to see. Cause first off, him wrestling is all right, but him standing up to Solo. I now want to see what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I feel like there's some things that could happen here. So
you finally move forward with the story with these knuckleheads.
Took a while.
So we'll see after Mania.
Yeah, we got the whole lantern situation. We got all this going on. Uncle Howdy did beat Tama Tonga, so
he should.
Like you said, yeah, this is something that is definitely going to find its resolution after WrestleMania, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, we keep whatever's going on. We built this up through and past that. So, next up, what do you have next? This is Sami Zayn, right?
Yes.
Was it Sam? Yeah. Yeah, this was the whole Sammy Trick Williams situation. How we Sammy? What this week? How are we feeling about Sami Zayn and his, his involvement in everything now that he's the United States champion?
It's we're going through all this just to have Trick Williams get a belt. This is a lot to go through just to get Trick Williams a belt. A lot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I foresee Trick winning the United States Championship at WrestleMania.
You have who came out? Carmelo.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now Carmelo sucks.
Yeah. I didn't want this for him.
The fire is gone. The fire is gone. He went from working to get the championship, getting it, doing this thing. Now you crying for a rematch?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And who did Trick Williams come out with?
Lil Yachty?
I didn't know who that was.
Understandable.
No clue.
Understandable.
I Googled it. I heard a little bit of the music. No.
Not for you.
Absolutely not.
Again.
That is something for the young ones. The YNs, as we call it.
Yeah, the YNs as they are so known. Yeah, so yeah. Next up, Matt Cardona versus Aleister Black.
This is fine. It's fine. Matt Cardona.
It's cool. Whatever.
He tried.
Yeah, it's cool. Aleister Black, won. Somebody's got to win.
Now, the same way with the bull. What's the Poison Pixie's husband's name?
Johnny Gargano. He bringing back the old him. What was his name? After the Depression.
Yeah, he bringing back the old him. Mike Cardona need to do the same thing.
I don't want Zack Ryder. You talking about Zack Ryder?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that.
Why not? You can have both. Or it's a coin toss. He carries both gear. He carries both gear with him when he travels.
I can give you a Zack Ryder, or I can give you Matt Cardona.
You flip a coin on some real Two-Face type stuff. Now you flip this. He's not doing it. First off, nobody asked him to come back. Nobody. He's technically only there because of Chelsea Green.
I mean, yeah. He
That's
likes
it.
You
only got the job
his dream job.
He got the job because his wife got him the job. That's it. That's the only reason why he's there. He was at home whining and complaining that she was getting all this attention. And she was like, you know what? I'm going to hook you up. And got him a job.
Say no more. I got you.
Other than that, don't nobody care about him.
Yeah,
nobody.
He took a loss here.
He should. Who sold this man to wrestle? Who told him to wrestle? Nobody.
It's...
Who you gonna go against?
Yeah, I don't know who. I don't know
him and Danhauser. Put them together.
I don't know what a long-standing feud with Matt Cardona right now would look like. Maybe
him and Danhauser.
He's got something to do. Oh man,
I'm serious. Him and Danhauser feuding. Curse for curse.
Curse for curse. Yeah.
That's where the fun would be. I would pay to see that.
So next up, the team of Bailey and Lyra Valkyria getting their work in against Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair this time. They
With
had a tag
makeup.
fresh off their tag team championship opportunity on Monday against Lash and Nia. They take on Charlotte and Alexa in this match. Did we like this?
It was fine. I didn't have no issue with it, but I don't. We're caring about stuff we shouldn't be caring about.
Yeah.
We're caring about these non-talented women, which we shouldn't. You know,
We got the everything's pointing to the match at WrestleMania. We got the Bellas involved.
why? You got women like Lola Vice, Jace Jane, Kendall Gray, out there doing great work on NXT. And then you got these knuckleheads on SmackDown and Raw.
Yeah. I mean,
Make it make sense to me.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't.
Stand
But
and Deliver was such a great show.
It was. But they're the Bellas, and
we don't need the Bellas.
We don't. We do not. But
we don't need them. There's no reason.
I would have been happy with I'd have been happy with a triple threat tag team match. We could have just had Lyra and Bailey. Could have had Lash and Nia, and we could have had Charlotte and Alexa, and I'm good. But
we have to have the Bellas involved because of why?
Because they're the Bellas. That's what we got to do. Yeah, I'm not happy about this. Not happy about this either.
Right.
No kind of way. Damian Priest and R-Truth versus Kit Wilson and The Miz.
This was so stupid. R-Truth was like, I don't even know who you are. I never met you before a day in my life, to Kit Wilson. He's like, I don't know, who is this guy? He kept saying Oscar going around cursing people. I was like, what?
This is ridiculous. But it's Truth, it's Priest, it's fine. The Miz and Kid, all four of these guys, I'm okay with.
Yeah,
whatever with this. The match was what it was.
Yeah, it was. It was something that we needed to like a palate cleanser.
Right. Exactly. Yep. This is exactly where I was going.
The show is just not working.
Yeah, no, this is where I'm like, all right, SmackDown, let's bring this home. I've been sitting here watching this for too long. It's kind of where I was with it. Yeah. We had Sami Zayn and Carmelo Hayes for the United States Championship after, like you said, Carmelo talked his way into a rematch for the championship. Match was good because it's Carmelo Hayes and Sami Zayn. The match was great. Sami Zayn, of course, won.
So they had to make it so he beat him clean.
Yeah, you got to make Sami look strong now. It's got to look decent against Trick until Trick beats him at WrestleMania.
And it better happen that way.
And it just ought to happen that way. Yeah, so yeah. SmackDown.
Not the greatest.
Not the greatest, but we're it's WrestleMania season, so we're gonna suffer a little bit.
We've been suffering a lot.
Yeah. It all. Never mind. Don't get me. I was about to say it'll all be better by Mania, but it probably won't.
No, it's not gonna be. No, I'm not. No.
Yeah. I try. I was going to try, but no, never mind. Forget it. Just forget it. Forget I said anything. People, forget it.
They need to reduce SmackDown a whole hour.
Yeah, they need to go back to 2 hours.
Okay, this is too much.
Yeah, you can go back 2 hours.
Get my AEW out.
Yes. So we have gone through Raw. We've gone through SmackDown. We have one final thing to do, and that is to present to you on this fine Easter Sunday. If you're listening to it on Easter Sunday, we're recording on Easter Sunday. So our gift to you, if you're into getting gifts on this holiday, is the greatest gift that anyone could possibly ever receive. It is, without a doubt, the greatest professional wrestling podcast segment in the history of professional wrestling podcasts. It is the only thing that is tastier in the middle of a Cadbury cream egg than the Cadbury cream. This is the only thing that should be inside of a hollow bunny. Not nothingness, greatness. And that greatness is AEW in a nutshell.
All right, we're going to start off with Dynamite. AEW opens with a contract signing for Destiny between MJF and Kenny Omega, which was interrupted by the return of Chris Jericho. Was that the big thing you're talking about?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, that was dumb. Oh,
that was
man.
it.
Okay. Backstage, Will Ospreay brawls with Jon Moxley before security breaks it up. In the ring, Omega and MJF exchange nice little heated promo. MJF mocks Omega's health while Omega fires back when nearly gets a little physical. Mike Bailey steps in, called MJF scared, and challenges him to a match. MJ accepts, leaves, leading into the opening match setup with a trios match. AEW National Championship, Jack Perry, Brody King, Kenny Omega versus The Man. Jack Perry, Brody King, and Omega gets that W. Renee tries to interview Coop and Cage, but they were focused on revenge against FTR. They headed to the locker room. They didn't find FTR. Instead, take out members of the Don Callis family with some chairs instead. No problem with that whatsoever.
Yeah, Christian was about ready to hit Renee.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Canadian,
if it would have happened, I wouldn't have been like, oh, that was weird.
Canadian on Canadian violence.
Yeah. Will Ospreay versus Pac. Will Ospreay gets a W. Pac is doing okay.
Yes.
He's doing all right.
I agree.
We had a trios match. Mina Shirakawa and the Brawling Birds against the Triangles of Madness. Shirakawa and the Birds gets the W. Darby Allin calls out MJF, but the Don Callis family interrupts. They announce that Andrade will face Darby at Destiny. If Darby wins, he gets a title shot. The family attacks Darby. Then Brody King and Omega comes out for the save. AEW World Title Eliminators match, MJF versus Speedball Mike Bailey. We don't know why Speedball thought he was going to beat MJF, but he gave it his all. MJF gets the W.
Mike Bailey's awesome.
Yes, sir. AEW Collision. We had the AEW Continental Championship Eliminator match. Jon Moxley versus Anthony Bowens. Sorry, Anthony, but Jon Moxley gets that W. We knew that was going to happen all day, every day.
Didn't have a chance.
No, after the match, Will Ospreay hits Moxley from behind with a hidden blade. Ospreay grabs a chair, and the rest of the Death Riders comes out to make the save. Ospreay grabs the mic and tells Moxley, this is not personal. He announces to Moxley he will be defending his title against Ospreay at Dynasty. AEW Women's Tag Team Championship, Divine Dominion versus two women. I have no clue who they are. Ava and Cristeria. Divine Dominion gets that W.
Mm-hmm.
AEW Championship Open Challenge. Willow Nightingale versus Shida. Harakuru Shida. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Who cares? Because Willow gets the W anyway.
Yeah.
AEW Tag Team Championship FTR versus Mo and London Lightning. Jesus Christ. That was something else. FTR gets a W, but then we get a little Coop and Cage interaction. We get a nice little build up between them. That's going to be exciting moving forward. Tommaso Ciampa versus Juice Robinson. Tommaso gets a W, but I still prefer Juice over Tommaso Ciampa. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I fucks with Juice Robinson.
Okay. Hey.
I gotta go Juice over Tommaso, but Tommaso gets that W.
Okay.
Mark Davis and Andrade versus the Rascals. Mark Davis and Andrade gets the W. Then we finish the show with an 8-man tornado tag team. Mystico, Kevin Knight, Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong against David Finlay, Clark Connors, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta. We had a lot of useless people in this match. Kevin Knight, Wheeler Yuta, but it was okay. It was decent. Mystico, Kevin Knight, Cassidy, and Roderick Strong gets the W, and that was AEW.
That was AEW. That was AEW in a nutshell. And that's our show in a nutshell. That's going to go ahead and do it for us for the Buried Booking Podcast. Please like, share, follow, subscribe. Follow us on the show socials, all that good stuff. And as we inch closer, we are just a couple episodes away from talking about WrestleMania and whatever all this stuff that we just talked about means, if it's going to mean anything. But we'll be here. Hopefully, we will be here too. Enjoy your holiday, and we'll see you next time.